I believe that there are many people that they believe they don't have the chance to do a degree when they are older. But I believe that you enjoy it more when because you have the experience, the working experience, and all the things in life that it helps. And when I met him the first time and I told him my plans to organize an event in Cyprus, I asked him, are there any more events like that? And she told me, even if we have one event every month in London, especially London, it worth it. Every era, every time has its own good things.
Yeah.
So
I'm Farah Shammas. Welcome to Hotel Talk. We hope you enjoy listening to this friendly conversation between people connected by real life in hotels. Well, today, everyone, I have a very interesting guest, Mr. Savvas Kyriakides, who is based in the UK, but travels to Cyprus so much that really one could say he lives with one foot in each country, his two loves. He is the founder and the president of the Great Britain Cyprus Business Association, and he's the president of that still. So welcome, Savvas. Thank you so much for being here.
Nice to be here.
And we're very proud to be part of your association at St. Raphael Resort. So tell everyone and the listeners a little bit about the association. How did you get the idea to start it? And maybe a little bit about you as well, where you grew up, how you ended up in the UK, and why you think this is important.
Thank you for the invitation. I was born in Limassol, so I feel like home here. I grew up in Limassol. And
in Saripolu area, you said?
Yeah, in the Saripolu area, in Katholiki, near the Katholiki Church. Yeah. And it was a city of Limassol by the old years.
Yes. And now has a revival. Now,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
The old town is so vibrant now.
Yeah, everybody now, especially the youngsters, are going there and having a good time during the night. I grew up in Limassol, as I said, and in 1982, 1984, I went to London to study there. I had a degree in BA Business Studies in London, and in 1988, I came back. And I worked for 14 years in Cyprus. But in 2002, I got a big decision and I went back to the UK, in London.
Amazing.
I started a new life there. It was the second chapter of my life.
What happened that made that big change to leave Cyprus and go?
I had my own business here. Then I went to a partnership and it didn't work. So I felt like I needed a new adventure in my life. So I got my family and we went back to London. So we started a new life there. I had another degree, my master's degree. When I was there, I was old, but I enjoyed it.
Good
really.
For you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the time to do it.
Yeah, actually, I believe that there are many people that they believe they don't have the chance to do a degree when they are older. But I believe that you enjoy it more when because you have the experience, the working experience, and all the things in life that it helps during this course.
Absolutely. And you really want to learn and you really want to grow and you really want to digest everything.
And at the end of the day, you feel younger as well.
Yeah, definitely. Surrounded by, younger people. So
I joined the London Greek Radio and I was the sales manager London Greek Radio for 9 years, from 2005 to 2014.
And tell us a little bit about the London Greek Radio, because there's only one station.
Yeah, the London Greek station is the only legal Greek radio station in London. So everybody who wants to listen to the Greek music and the Greek news is following the London Greek Radio.
Modern Greek music? Is it?
It's everything.
That's a bit of everything.
Yeah, actually, you can listen to songs from the 1960s. Up to the last one, the modern Greek music, which is quite different, as you know. So we have some programs that they are targeting the old generation, but also there are programs that they are targeting the youngsters, because we want the youngsters to learn the Greek language and to keep with the Greek traditions and the manners as well.
Yeah.
So
there's also chat shows and news and everything else.
Yeah, of course. Actually, you can listen to the Greek news from the Cyprus broadcasting, so you feel like home as well.
Yeah.
And in the past, it was a must for everybody to listen to this, but because now there is the internet, the television, but by
I told you when I was a student, I used to listen to Greek radio in London. And everyone was laughing. I was like, we miss home. Whenever you felt homesick, you'd put it on.
Yeah, it's nice. Honestly, it's something we have to fight and keep it there. Because when you are driving, for example, you want to listen to some Greek music or to listen to the latest news from Cyprus and Greece. And there are a lot of Greek Cypriots, but also Greeks from Greece now in London. So we keep everybody aware of what is happening in Cyprus and Greece, but around the world as well. So after the 2014, I decided that I want to do something new. I carried on with the Greek Business Directory that I started in 2008, which is like the yellow pages for the Greek businesses in the UK. So if you want a Greek restaurant, a Greek doctor, lawyer or anything, you can find it there. And in 2017, I started the latest project in my life, which was the Business Orientation Cyprus events in London, where we promote Cyprus as the perfect place to invest, to relocate, or even to live. And starting these conferences in 2020, we decided that we don't need just one conference. We need something that is going to be throughout the year. So I founded the Great Britain Cyprus Business Association that is now counting 199 members. And it's businesses from the UK and from Cyprus, and we provide them with a networking platform. We are introducing businesses from Cyprus to the UK and vice versa. We are organizing events in Cyprus and the UK, and also we are publishing a newspaper every month to keep everybody together, to keep everybody aware of the business news and financial news within Cyprus and the UK.
Amazing. So how many members now? The Great Britain Cyprus Business Association, how many members do you have?
It's 199 now.
Wow,
so,
200. Come on, guys, if you're listening to this, be the 200. That's amazing. And I think the basis around it a lot is the community, isn't it? People to support each other, both in the UK and here in Cyprus. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, actually, I was somewhere in London, and I saw the Jewish community, to be honest, that we are so close between them. And so I said, why, as Greeks, we don't follow this example? Because when you are abroad, you want to keep closer to the Greek community, to your traditions, to the Greek church and everything. So I said, I started with local events that I invited some lawyers, some accountants, some businessmen to tell us about their stories and how we can keep together. And I saw that people wanted something like that. So it was an encouragement for me to carry on and do what I did now. And now I believe that everybody who join us, I can't say everybody, but 90% of the businesses that they are joining us, they're gonna stick with us. They send me emails to introduce them to the other members. They follow our events, and they send me emails and asking me to carry on and do more things with this association, and that's what I'm planning to do in the coming years.
So what are the plans for the association? And what are the main objectives?
The main objective is part of the main events, the international business conferences, is to organize some events with specific subjects. For example, the real estate or the tourism or in other industries. That we will invite some specialists to tell us more and find out more about their businesses and the industry in general. And the other thing I want to do is some gathering between our members. We started, to be honest, last year with one gathering that it was very, very successful. We had a nice time there. I'm always singing for the people there because I'm from Limassol and I'm on Catadoros.
Okay.
So we always, I always wanna have business with pleasure. I join them. Even when I have the business conferences in London, when I go in the dinner after the event, we are always having singing, dancing.
Exactly. Just have fun. Have fun. Not take things too seriously.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
The trait of being Limassolian, for sure.
Of course, definitely. We are smashing dishes at the end of the day.
Maybe only in London. It doesn't happen here anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Amazing. So when was the association set up exactly?
We started a couple of months prior to the COVID era.
My goodness, crazy.
So,
but actually, I'm sure you got more members because of that.
Yeah, definitely, because I had too much time to... I gave my everything during the COVID era. Let's say this few 6 months, we couldn't go anything. So I conducted a lot of businessmen during this period, and one something I remember, which is very, very rare to happen. I conducted and I had a communication the same day with the 3 CEOs of the main banks in Cyprus. Even if you try 100 times now, there is no way to achieve it because they had time for everybody during the time. So it was something I will remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, just this time that we saved from not being in a car, and you put that into business.
Exactly.
Even minimum 1 hour a day. For most people, it's more between meetings, 2 hours, to actually sit at your desk and do your admin and do Zoom meetings. And I mean, we all had more time to be creative, be productive.
It happens to me to be 3, 4, 5 hours in the car in London, because of the traffic and the distances and everything. Sometimes, I spend half of my day driving.
I'm sure. And now, in Limassol also, unfortunately, the traffic is more and more by, every year. So I have now maybe an interesting question for you. Why do you think the link between the UK and Cyprus is still so important? I mean, because some people could objectively say, Cypriots have gone to London, they've become British, maybe they're even second or third generation. Oh, who cares? Or, why should someone in Cyprus care about, something in England?
For me, London in England is always one of the most important financial centers, business centers. Our relation with the UK goes back to many decades. We had some trouble with the British in the 1950s, and early 60s. But at the end of the day, I remember I was at one event in the stock exchange in London, and it was between Greeks and the British. And one of the speakers, I'm not going to say the name now, is very famous in Cyprus, said, we, the Greeks, the Greek Cypriots, we hate the English people. Everybody, was freeze there. And then he said, but if our children want to study, we want them to study in London. If our wives want to go shopping, we want them to go to London. Yeah. Now, and when they ask us who we want as the main tourist industry, we say England. Yeah. At the end of the day, we love you more than the rest of the world. So, I mean, traditionally, we have a close relationship with England, and many things that they come to my mind, like, for example, the language. Everybody in Cyprus speaks English. We drive the same way, so it's convenient. And for the British people, when they come in Cyprus, they feel like home, because in Paphos, for example, there are so many people in Paphos, but the hospitality in Limassol, there are so many amazing hotels in Limassol. Everybody coming, for example, to one of these hotels like yours in Limassol, and they go back. When somebody's asking them how was your time in Cyprus, they say unbelievable, amazing. This is the worst. Honestly, I'm not saying because I'm Greek Cypriot, but this is the worst. And they want to come back. When I fly to Cyprus, when I'm in the plane, I'm asking, is this the first time you're going to Cyprus? No, this is the third, this is the fifth. We love Cyprus. Honestly, this is the worst of the British people.
Absolutely. And to add to your list, and our legal system is the same, our road signs are also all in English, so we have so much here that make it easy. How do you think, or what could we do to encourage that communication and that growth, and maybe get more tourists to Cyprus from the UK, maybe encourage more business opportunities between Cyprus and the UK? What can be done to strengthen the ties?
Actually, I had the same question when I was in a meeting with the deputy minister of the presidency now in Nicosia, and I told them that we have to invest in London. Actually, for example, our High Commission in London has to be supported with the top people, with the top human beings we have in our diplomacy, because we have to be everywhere. Whenever there is an event, when there is a tourist exhibition, for example, in the first week of November, there is the World Travel Market in the UK, which is one of the top in the. Everybody's going to be there anyway. But I mean, we have to spend money. If you see some countries, they spend fortunes there. Okay, we cannot compete with these budgets, but we can do something that we don't need millions to visit Cyprus. I mean, 10 of millions to come to Cyprus every summer, but we can attract more and more people coming here. We can do something for the winter time, for example, to attract maybe with supporting this excursion during winter. And I believe that the British love Cyprus, and when they see that we invest more and we want them to come, they will come. I was in one meeting with the ex-minister of Energy, Commerce, Industry, Mrs. Natasha Pilidis, and when I met her the first time and I told her my plans to organize an event in Cyprus, I asked him, are there any more events like that? And she told me, even if we have one event every month in London, especially in London, it worth it, because it's one of the main industries we have to target in tourism and in business as well. So this money is not a waste if we invest this money in London.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's your favourite part of Limassol? For those listening and saying, I want to come to Cyprus and I'm going to stay in Limassol, where would you recommend somebody, or what would you recommend for them to do in Limassol?
So many things in Limassol, but definitely the beaches.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you are coming to Cyprus and you are coming from the north of Europe, you definitely enjoy the sun. You're going to the beaches, the beautiful hotels. We have beautiful hotels. I mean it. We have beautiful hotels, but also the traditional Greek food.
Yeah.
I'm very fan of the Greek food anyway. But the hospitality, the Greek hospitality, the Greek Cypriot hospitality is amazing. And you can enjoy every single minute you are in Cyprus. We have also the Limassol Carnival, which is something.
Love it.
The people from Limassol will love it, and the people they are joining, they love it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who don't know, we've got the second biggest carnival in the world after Rio.
Oh my
So
God!
yeah, it's amazing, and it's usually in February time. It's at the beginning of the Lent period, but next year, because our Easter is late, so 2024, it will be unusually in March. Yeah, but it's amazing. So guys, if you can come, it's a 10-day period of fancy dress, carnival, fun. You can go to a restaurant just dressed up in fancy dress.
As an association, we always promote this carnival to tell you something. Maybe it's gonna be funny. I play guitar and I sing myself to the care homes in London, the Greek care homes, and I do it. And then you see people 90, 95 years old dancing and singing the old songs like people from Limassol.
Yeah. It's so nice, this authentic, genuine care. I love it. So, Sava, a favourite quote?
Favorite quote? Yeah. Whatever happened in your life, keep dreaming. There is always a second and a third chance, and you can take it. I'm sure there will be a chance for you, and take the chance, because when you reach your destination, you will feel wonderful, and you will say that this is life, that I can do it as well.
I love that. That's a mantra, a way of living.
Definitely,
rather than
definitely.
a quote. I love that. So there'll always be a second and third chance. Keep dreaming. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So, bonus question. This is the tradition at the end of every Hotel Talk episode. So some of these are, have been asked by our team members and some by previous guests. So pick any one you want. I'll read it to you. Let's see, drum roll. Da, da, da. Okay, so this is from Marie Mack, who is she's been on the podcast and she's an interior designer. Well, this is for you. We've just been talking about Limassol. Do you prefer Limassol how it used to be or how it has become over the last few years? Wow, and it came to you as a Limassolian.
Look,
I love that.
It is
Thank you, Marie.
It is a very interesting question, and thank you for asking me. I will never give my memories from the old Limassol. I mean, I enjoyed every single minute when I was a young guy, and I really enjoyed it. But you have to follow the rest of the world. You have to adjust and to attract more tourism, more people in Cyprus.
Mm-hmm. And move with the times.
Yeah, we have to move with the times, because if we stay as we were, then we're going to be isolated. We cannot achieve anything. So every era, every time has its own good things. Yeah. So it's a strange question, but I will go with the old years.
Yeah. So given the choice, the old, the golden oldies. But that was a beautiful answer. It's so true. I mean, I think we're also grateful, anybody who experienced Limassol before its boom, and it was just a different feeling, different ambience, different everything.
If I show, for example, to my children the pictures from the past when I was 5, 6, 10 years old, and I go to the same place now, they say, "Wow, what happened?" I mean, I was coming to Yermasoya when I was 5, 6 years old. We went out of Limassol and we are going back to the center now. Yeah. Now, we are here in near Palais Grisha and like that, and it's still Limassol. It's quite interesting.
Or it makes me laugh when people say, I don't know, I was invited to someone's house and they were like, "Oh, I live in this luxury building, I don't know what." And then when I got there, I was like, oh, this is where, I don't know, Souvlaki place used to be. And I'm like, oh, but for them, it's, it's all perceived so differently and everything. But it's beautiful now. It was beautiful then. Yeah, I'm grateful for both. But thank you for your honest answer as well and
thank you
sharing
very much for
your
asking.
memories. So thank you very much, Savva. Wishing you all a success in your Great Britain Cyprus Business Association and the radio and all the other ventures that you have been part of and will be part of. And I look forward to supporting you and working closely together.
Thank you for your invitation. Thank you for your time. I'm sure that we will collaborate very closely in the future. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you so much for listening to Hotel Talk, and I hope that you're enjoying every single moment of this exciting show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps us more than you may realize. And if you can like and comment on whatever platform that you've chosen to listen to this podcast, that would be great. If you'd like to stay in touch, do follow me on social media and click on www.straphael.com. The exact website is in our show notes, and you can join our Seahorse Club where you can get exclusive offers and discounts and learn so much about our wonderful hotel here in Limassol, Cyprus. And also, if you'd like to email our reservations team and just quote Hotel Talk, they will be sure to give you an extra special price when you're booking your next trip with us. So we look forward to seeing you soon. Stay tuned. Listen up more, and feedback is always more than welcome. Thank you.